32 is a classic guess and check problem. Okay, so let's do it. A bag contains 12 red marbles, 5 yellow marbles, and 15 green marbles. How many additional red marbles must be added to the 32 marbles already in the bag so that the probability of randomly drawing a red marble is 3/5? Okay, confusing, as always. Relax. By the way, a good thing to keep in mind is when you're reading a word problem and you get somewhat confused at the end, relax, take a deep breath and say, okay, first of all, what do they want? They want the number of red marbles. How many more red marbles do I have there? So I'm focusing on the red marbles. Okay, so how many more red marbles do I have to add to increase the ratio of red marbles to 3/5? All right, well, let's start with what red marbles we've got. We've got 12 red marbles, it said, in a total of what? 32 red marbles. And you'll notice that's less than half, right? Okay, and they want us to add red marbles to the bag to increase this ratio to 3/5, which is more than a half. That makes sense. So we'll add red marbles to go from less than a half to more than a half. All right. So now we can go to answer choices and guess and check. Perfect. Is there anything that's obviously wrong? Nothing jumps to mind. Okay. My next thought is pick the easy numbers. They all look pretty easy. They're all the same kind, 13, 18, 28, 32. Nothing jumps out as awkward, like a fraction or a negative or a really large number. Okay, so maybe pick the middle number, 28, and work from there. Let's do that. Okay, so if I'm going to add red marbles, these are the red, and this is the total. So let's try 28. So if I add 28 to the red marbles, don't forget, I've also got to add it to the total. Okay, that makes sense. So 12 plus 28 would be 40. And 32 plus 28 would be 60. That's 4/6, which is 2/3. Is that 3/5? If you're good with fractions, you'd recognize that it's not. If you're not sure, here's where your calculator could come in handy. You could just divide the 3 by the 5, which would be 0.6, and divide the 2 by the 3, which is 0.6666 repeating, right? Which means it's slightly larger than just 0.6. This is 0.60. This is 0.666666 repeating. Okay, so it's a little too much. Good. So the answer must be 18, okay? Unless it's 13, but it's really close. So I got a feeling it's going to be the next smallest one. So let's try that. We're going to try 18 now and see what we get. So we're going to add 18 red marbles to the red marbles and 18 to the total. 12 plus 18 is 30. 32 plus 18 is 50. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Ding, 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 ding. That's guessing and checking. The technical way, if you want, just to show you, you'd say 12 plus red, right? Additional red marbles over 32 equals 3/5. Oops, I made a mistake, didn't I? Hopefully you noticed, hopefully you noticed the careless error I made. I added to the red marbles, sure, R, but I forgot to add it to the total. I suspect it's a little harder to remember to add the variable R on the bottom than it is to add the number. I mean, I just have a feeling. I think students would be more likely to remember to add the actual marbles to the total rather than just the variable. Maybe, maybe not. But in any case, this is your proportion, and then you cross multiply, set them equal, and solve. So you can see it's more involved and a little bit trickier. Always is. So go with the common sense guessing and checking method.